Andy, if you went to jail
Yes.
and you decided that you wanted to escape from jail, run away, don't want to be in jail anymore, and you don't like the food's not good.
Yeah.
The fashion
Rule.
statements are kind of, could be better, right?
I mean, orange is the new black.
Orange is the new black. So if you were to break out of jail, where would be the first place you go?
Oh, where? Well, you can't
You're a
go
free
anywhere.
man after a couple of years.
Like, they're looking for me, right?
Yeah, they're looking for you. Where would you go?
Yeah. So you can't go to any address affiliated with your name or family or friends even. So you kind of got to go somewhere that they're not going to look for you. Are we assuming I have the capability to get out of the country?
No. You're in the country. No, you're in the country.
Okay.
Where would you go?
That's tough. See, if I was... Do I have money? Do I have like enough money to buy a car or like do something, or am I kind of destitute because I don't have access to my bank accounts, don't have anything else?
Let's say you are a very fast runner and you have quite a bit of stamina. Okay? So that doesn't mean you can drive out of the province. You have a sizable head start. You have
Okay. See, because I was gonna say
you can run for a while.
Because I was gonna say strategically, what I would probably do is try to find a job out of town, like try to maybe go work on the oil sands or something like that. Something where no one's really gonna care about where I came from or my background. Somewhere to make a bit of money quick, and then keep on running once the heat's died down a bit. But if I got to stay within Ontario, I gotta run. I don't know, man.
At least for like the first day or two. First day or two, you just get out. You don't have time on your side where news has died down. And
I would go up north, try to find a small town, and like maybe we try to get an hour outside the city, or I guess if I'm walking more like 5 to 6 hours. Try to get like East Gwillimbury area,
East Gwillimbury.
Okay. Yeah, somewhere up there, and try to find somewhere to camp for a little bit, and maybe then try to find a job, like a cash type job, just helping up at the garage, something like that. That would probably be my plan until I can,
like an under the table type of job. Try to
exactly. Maybe even farmhand, like find a farm out of.
I think you need to go further than East Gwillimbury. You think you got to go a little bit more east for that.
See, I don't know how far we're talking here. Like, am I gonna try to hitchhike out of like get up to North Bay or something like that?
You could. Let's say you get you're on foot. They're chasing you. Say a 30-kilometer radius. Okay, you're in the heart of the city.
East Gwillimbury is not. It's more than 30 kilometers outside Toronto.
Yeah, so let's say you got a 30-kilometer radius.
I just try to go as far out of town as I can. Try to find if I can find like a nice patch of forest that's obviously not going to be. I try to find something in there and try to camp there. And then next, once the heat's died down a bit, try to find a cash under the table job out of town till I can afford a car, and then try to get further out of Ontario. And then eventually try to set up a new name and alias and bank accounts, and then try to get out of the country. Okay. That'd be my plan.
Well, that's what you would do. For the topics of our discussion today, that is not what John M. Garza and Arlie V. Nemo did. You want to know what they did?
Arlie V. Who?
Arlie V. Nemo, like Finding Nemo.
We're finding Nemo.
It's
awesome.
It's very kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Typical of this type of story. Well, you know what they did is in a Virginia jail, not even in Canada, in the U.S. in a Virginia jail, these two were in their cell, and they used a toothbrush to get out of their cell because they found a structural anomaly. Yeah, a structural anomaly
Mm-hmm.
in their cell that they exploited and were able to dig their way out. Okay, they're both in for multiple different charges. One included credit fraud, forgery, possession of burglary tools, grand larceny, contempt in court. So not like your
Contempt
triple
of court,
homicide.
and man, yeah, they're just
Yeah,
doubling down on everything.
everything. So they got out of um, a Virginia jail,
Mm-hmm.
and they only got as far as about 10 miles. That's why I asked you about 30 kilometers. Let's say about 30 kilometers in the U.S.
I see.
Or
Okay.
in Canada. Okay. They weren't found. It was they were first noticed that they were gone during a routine head count at about 7:15. They weren't in their cell or anywhere in the facility. Um, so they tunneled out, and you know where was the first place that they went to? Take a guess, a wild guess,
Um,
and where they were found.
McDonald's.
You are close.
Oh, Burger
You are
King.
you are on the no you are on the right
Oh,
track. They were found in an IHOP. Two
IHOP.
hours 2 hours later in Hampton,
Oh,
coastal town about 10 miles away. I'm reading this off of, just so that everyone knows, I'm reading this article comes to us from NPR. Um, so
support local radio.
well, I mean, I don't think this is NPR local.
It's public. Yeah, they have like local things. I don't know.
Okay. Well, this is where we're getting the
Continue.
story from. But they were found in an IHOP in Hampton. So I just want to get your take on this.
Even fugitives have to eat.
Yeah, but they gotta get their all they can eat pancakes, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
guess. I mean, I would imagine the best plan would be to get something to go.
yeah,
You know, you go
yeah.
through a drive-through. I guess they don't have a car. You ordered to take it for takeout, so they
Mhm.
got dinged by sitting down to eat. You're on
Yeah.
a schedule here, guys.
If you think about it, they probably also didn't have any money. So their
that's
their
true.
best
Yeah,
they probably wanted to dine and dash.
Oh, that's a good point. That's probably that's
So you
what they
can't
were.
really
But
go.
then they pick IHOP.
Yeah, of all places. I mean, an IHOP would be
I
pretty
guess it's
inconspicuous. Unless the U.S. really enjoy their pancakes, and it's like our Denny's, I guess, because they were found at 3 or 4 in the morning. Or they were
is
police were
Denny's
notified at 3 or
Canadian?
4. A Denny's is in Canada.
Yeah, I know we have.
Um,
No, it's American, but we do have Denny's. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Never mind. Sorry.
So, what would you well, how would you have done this differently? Would you have went to an IHOP? You need food.
Oof.
Remember, it's
Yeah, you do need
because
food.
you didn't take that into consideration when you have no money
Well, I guess
for takeout.
you have to consider wherever you're going. You have no money, so you're gonna be stealing it regardless. I guess you could try to find like a homeless shelter that does free meals, or like a mission that gives out free meals, but they're going to be looking for you, you know. So if you're going to be stealing, IHOP's not a bad call because the food is relatively inexpensive, so they're not really going to, it's not like you're going for a big steak dinner or something and you're robbing them blind. But you see, IHOP, you got to worry about the cameras, you know? I was going to say, like, go to a 7-Eleven and just grab a bunch of stuff and run. But you know every 7-Eleven's got, like, 10 cameras. IHOP, on the other hand, maybe not. But it's the fact that they were found there, like, they were caught there. So I think IHOPs have, like, TVs around. So I'm guessing they put out, like, wanted posters for them. And then people saw them at the IHOP and called in. You got to get out of town first, you know, maybe go to an IHOP on a highway or like go to a truck stop. But then if you get caught, where are you running? It's tricky. That's tricky. Honestly, I think you go without food for the first day and just try to get the hell out of Dodge.
You
suck
just
it up,
scrounge for
get
food
to the
later
next
on.
town. Yeah, yeah,
Starve
maybe
for a little bit.
scrounge around for like a bus ticket
Yeah.
and get out of town, and then find somewhere to eat.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like, imagine getting out and not having any money. What do you do?
Yeah. You
Where
kind
do
of
you
have to
go?
either
Like, do
commit
you
another
start
crime and
begging? Do you? Yeah. See, did they leave? Did they escape after breakfast at least,
no, they
or after
escaped
dinner?
at 7:15. They it doesn't say when they were able to get out,
Yeah.
but they were discovered that they were missing at 7:15.
Yeah, you
So,
got to get out of town first. You got to leave town,
mhm.
and then you can start living a relatively normal life, or trying to continue on with your escape plans.
Mhm.
What was their crime again? Their big one?
It was a bunch of different things. There was fraud, contempt
Yeah.
of court, petty theft, things like that. It's not super
Right.
big crimes, but it's still felonies nonetheless, right? So,
Yeah. So they're fraudsters. So they probably knew a way to get some money
mm,
somehow. So I guess they might have cheated their way into some money, and they thought, let's go have a blowout at
mhm.
IHOP.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, criminals aren't always the smartest bunch. So does it tell you how much longer they had in their sentence, and how much that'll
Nope.
change? No.
Nope, doesn't. It says
Oh,
that
that'd be
now
really
they're
funny.
awaiting more crimes now.
Ah, cool. Well, good for you. You just earned yourself a ton of more time in prison, probably. For fraud and everything, I
Exactly.
guess they got like 5 years, and now they're probably going to get another 3 at least. But that's
Probably. Probably. Well, if
stupid.
you're listening to this, what would you do? What would you do in this scenario?
Yeah.
Like,
Let us know it on Instagram.
leave on. Well, I haven't been posting on our Instagram, so let us know on YouTube.
Tweet us.
Tweet us.
Do we have a Twitter?
We don't have a Twitter. We don't have a Twitter.
We need a Twitter. I'll make
Email
us a Twitter.
us.
At?
Okay, and you make us a Twitter.
What do they email us at, Mike? What's our email?
Broadcasted Therapy Podcast. But don't sign us up for weird things. Okay, Andy, what did you do this week?
Well, this week is still new. We're recording this on a Wednesday, so I'll go back.
Well, no, okay. Well, since the last time that we recorded, come on, we're not gonna be. It's not gonna be a Wednesday, and we're gonna choose. Yeah, what did you do on Monday and Tuesday?
Well, they had very mundane Monday and Tuesdays. I caught the Leafs game with some friends last night. Didn't go as we planned, but thankfully the baseball game was very thrilling. The World Baseball Classic final. That was a great game.
Yeah, Japan versus the U.S., right?
Yeah, Japan versus the U.S. Japan took a early lead. I think they scored in like the fourth or something, or fifth. Well, I guess that's not too early, but and then the U.S. in the 8th or 9th inning hit a solo shot to bring it to 3-2. And then the last out of the game was Shohei Ohtani pitching against Mike Trout. And Shohei is now the new golden child of baseball and arguably the best player in the league. And Mike Trout has been the best player in the league for, almost a decade now. He's been phenomenal. And it was their teammates as well. They both play on the Angels, so it was really cool to see them go up against each other, because you're not going to see that until Shohei gets picked up by a big league, like a big money team like the Yankees or something like that. But no, it was really cool. It was a fun game, and the best part was the memes that came out of it. I saw a meme that was like Japan with Shohei. It was like the monster meme, like big monsters, and Japan was Shohei, and then America with Mike Trout, and then it was a lemon. They're a lemon when they're on the same team on the Angels. It's like two of the stars of the teams, but they can't play together. I mean, they play together fine. It's just the Angels suck. Yeah. But that was fun.
I don't watch enough baseball No, I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I saw Mike Trout and laughed at his name. I didn't know how to. I don't know much about baseball. You know.
No, fair
I don't know
enough.
much at all.
I played as a kid, but I was never really into watching the MLB or anything like that because slow game,
Yeah.
a
Mm.
child's patience and interest levels and stuff. But actually, once COVID hit and the pandemic started, baseball was kind of the only thing we could watch because they didn't really miss much of their season the first COVID
No,
summer. I can't did they?
no, I don't
Anyway,
think so.
they because they're outside and anyway, so they
Yeah.
played and that was fun. And ever since then, I've been getting into baseball. But it's a fun game. I was talking actually with a guy at the bar last night. About how baseball is almost the perfect game because everything that happens in baseball can be quantified as right or wrong. It's either an error or not.
Hmm.
So as far as statistically, baseball is a really, really fun game if you're into that kind of thing. If you like advanced stats, baseball is a lot of
Yeah.
fun. But yeah, my last week was pretty tame. I went out last night, and then Friday night, St. Patrick's Day, I went and saw some friends play at a bar in downtown Toronto called Lola. Saw
Hmm.
my friends, the Howling Gales and the Young Scones, as well as a new friends of mine, Propter Hawk. They're you would actually dig them.
Oh,
You would really like them. They
I
just
know one
released.
of them.
That's true. That is true. I always forget that connection.
I know
So
them already.
for anyone that doesn't know, Mike, do you want to explain how you know this great independent band in Toronto, Propter Hawk?
Yeah, so I used to work at a music store, and the drummer for Propter Hawk works in the repairs department, and
Mm-hmm.
he is just an insane musician. I've seen him play. There's actually not an instrument that I haven't seen him play yet, and he's a great drummer, great, and even better guitarist. Plays brass instruments and everything. This guy, and I've seen him play the cello, string
Holy
instruments. Like
cow.
it's crazy. He knows his way around music. Like,
Yeah.
but I never
And
actually heard them play.
you got to, man. April
Yeah,
28th. Yeah, they're on our
28.
bill for the Rivoli. Yeah. Friday night.
Huh.
It's going to be fun.
I
You
come
got to
by.
come.
I come
You
by.
have to come.
Yeah,
Bring a camera.
yeah.
Or don't have fun, not
What's that
worry
we can
about
do?
losing your camera.
We could do a podcast from the venue.
Yeah, honestly,
That'd be funny.
if we get enough support from our listeners and they all come out and they want
Yeah,
to see us do a
in the
podcast,
next
we'll do a
month.
live podcast in the afternoon. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, why
we'll
not?
gain thousands of
All four
followers,
people.
local followers. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Propter Hawk's a brilliant band, and your buddy on drums, phenomenal, just
Mhm.
phenomenal. But listen to their singles, Telephone. They just released
Yeah.
it a
They
week or so ago, 2 weeks ago,
I saw
and they got
recently
on
that they got
Sportsnet.
on. Yeah, I was just about to say that they got on
Yeah,
Sports now, which is crazy.
isn't that
Like,
nuts?
yeah, it's absolutely crazy. But yeah,
Not
no,
surprising though. The song's great.
yeah, I need to get out and see them.
Yeah, for
He was
sure.
talking to me when I was working there. He was talking to me about Instagram and social media and how to grow their stuff there and whatnot. And I was giving him a few
Yeah.
pointers.
As far as I know, I like that. Getting on Sportsnet was completely organic too. They released the song, and
Mm,
then someone from Sportsnet PR, who's like, they do use a lot of small, low, like Canadian bands, smaller
yeah,
Canadian bands. So yeah, they worked out well, and yeah, I don't blame them. That song's really, really good.
crazy,
Waiting
absolutely
by
crazy.
telephone while you're still in. Great song. Anyway, Mike,
Yeah.
that was my week, so I want to hear about your week. What'd you get up to?
Well, other than work, working every day.
Never-ending work.
I went to the John Mayer concert. My mom.
Ooh.
She wanted to go for her birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and what I got her some tickets. The funny thing though is that the tickets I got her, I didn't realize how far back they were. So I got them the night of, and or not the night of, the night that they released, and they what's the word I'm looking for? I thought that they were gonna sell out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed some tickets and I grabbed the 309 section, the outer bowl, but I thought
Okay.
that it was gonna be closer to the bottom of the outer bowl, right?
Right.
But and this
What
goes
row were
Arena,
you?
by the way. So 18,
Okay.
section 309, And for those who don't know, 18 is right at the back of the nosebleeds or outer bowl. So we were walking up the stairs, and as we kept going further and further and further, my mom and I just started looking at each other and started laughing because we're like, "Oh my god, we are way far back, right at the back with nothing but a brick wall behind us." But either way, it sounded great. Like honestly, I went into the night not expecting John Mayer to sound, because the thing is, I don't think John Mayer is that vocally gifted of an artist. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's got some range, but I wouldn't say that he's like super vocally talented, right?
Yeah, I'd agree with you. He's not technically, but he's got a unique voice.
He sounded very good. Like it was just him. It was him, a guitar, and a piano. That's it.
Really? There wasn't a band or anything?
No band. It was a solo tour. Just him.
Holy cow!
I know. And he kept swapping out different guitars, all acoustic.
Of course.
There's like probably I think 8 guitars, one double neck, almost all Martins, or no, all of them were Martins. But all acoustics. He had one section where he played the electric, and he was, because he started a song on the piano, had his electric right next to him, and he had a looper on the piano.
Oh, that's fun.
He set up the looper on the piano halfway through the song, and then let it play, and then pulled his electric and started soloing on the electric. It was honestly crazy, but I really enjoyed it because it was acoustic, just like him, a piano, a guitar, a chair, and there was 2 mics set up. Can't forget the chair. And he he did some crowd work, talked to the crowd and everything. And one of the things he said about the Scotiabank crowd is he said that Toronto was a very sophisticated crowd, and I feel like some artists play a little bit of crowd work, but he said that Toronto was a very sophisticated crowd in the fact that he felt like he could play anything and the crowd would enjoy it nonetheless,
Yeah.
So
very nice. I'm just checking out his
set list.
I'm checking out his set list. Yeah, he closed with Free Fallin'. That's nice.
Yeah, he closed with Free Fallin'. I wanted him to play Gravity, but I don't know how it would sound on the acoustic.
No, you'd need like a synth or something playing that back line.
Yeah. So, but he sounded great. Like he played quite a few stuff from his folk album. You know the song New Light is one of his newest like top songs?
No.
So that's a very like electric driven song. He played that on the piano.
I'm looking at it there. He played New Light, You're Gonna Live Forever in Me, and Changing.
Yeah.
The Changing was the looped piano one, apparently. I'm reading on here.
Yeah. And then he played the JP Sax was the headliner. Toronto boy. So he said this was his first show at Scotiabank.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So no, it was really good. He like I enjoyed it. They were both great. Like he played Neon, which was pretty cool. I heard.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen Neon.
Kind of insane, and then the staple classics like Your Body Is a Wonderland and all those ones. So
that's awesome.
It was a great concert.
And your mom enjoyed
really
it?
Good. I was surprised. She really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Glad to hear.
Yeah. No, I was surprised. It was really well done. So I definitely.
So are you gonna go and see him next time he's in town if it's a full band?
Yes, I would, because I would go just to hear Gravity. I just want to hear Gravity live. Because I really like
once that's done, it's like, man,
then I can leave.
I'm gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's all I came for.
Yeah, it was nice. I paid like what, $200, $300 for that, just for that one song. I'm happy.
I saw the more impressive stuff at the. I saw the more impressive stuff when he was solo. That's awesome. Yeah,
man. He had a really nice Martin double neck.
The idea of that just breaks my head.
Why?
The
Oh,
idea of a
that
double
Martin
necked
would make a double neck?
acoustic. Yeah, I'm googling it now.
Oh, you never seen a double neck acoustic before?
Never.
No. Oh, I've seen multiple of them. Quite a few. I saw one, an Ovation one. If you go to Cosmo right now, it's probably still on the wall because no one wants to buy it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So what is it? It's a 12 string and then
the
a 6 string.
12 string and 6 string.
Yeah, very cool. See, to me, the idea of a double neck guitar is a bit like it's such a unique circumstance where you need to have two voicings or two types of sounds, but not at the same time.
He used them
just
both
in the
one,
same song.
He used them both in one song.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would just always
I
hit the top one or the bottom one. I would always accidentally hit the other strings.
Yeah.
Making a Twitter account.
Well, thank you for watching or listening or whichever we did it. Andy's gonna create a Twitter account right now. So I guess.